Hello, family. I wanted to take a moment to share something about my music and my journey. Many of you know that I use AI in the production of my music. I've never hidden that fact. It's credited on every song I've released. But I think it's important to understand where my music truly comes from. My songs don't begin with AI. They begin with life. They begin with faith. They begin with the things God is walking me through. For example, my album One Encounter was written during one of the most difficult seasons of my life. My oldest brother was battling illness, and I found myself standing in that place so many believers know well, facing reality while still hoping against hope, praying, believing, waiting, trusting God when I couldn't see the outcome. Some days were filled with faith, some days were filled with tears, most days were filled with both. Then came the grief of losing him, and the songs that followed One Encounter came from a different season of my journey. They were born from my grief, they were born from my hope, they were born from my challenges, they were born from learning how to accept the things I could not change while still trusting the God who never changes. Those songs came from learning how to say hallelujah anyhow, even when my heart was hurting. They came from learning how to stop carrying battles that belong to God and let Him fight for me. They came from discovering that faith is not denying reality. Faith is believing God is still God in the middle of reality. That's why my music is so personal to me. Every song represents a season, every lyric represents a lesson, every melody carries a piece of my testimony. AI helps me produce the music, but it didn't walk through those seasons with me. It didn't pray those prayers. It didn't shed those tears. It didn't carry that grief. It didn't strengthen my faith. Those experiences belong to me. As an author, I've always believed that words have power. Words can heal. Words can encourage. Words can inspire. Words can change lives. Music allows me to take those words even further. My prayer is that when you listen to my music, you don't just hear a song. I pray you hear hope. I pray you hear healing. I pray you hear encouragement. And I pray you are reminded that no matter what season you're facing, God is still present, God is still faithful, and God is still working. Thank you for allowing me to share my story through music. I'm author Lotta P., author, songwriter, producer, woman of faith, words build worlds, faith form, purpose driven.